Hi kids, I don't know if you noticed that there's one function that we left in our review last time. I want you to pause the video and guess what function it was. If you said input, you are correct. That is the function that we left, and that was by oversight, and I'm sorry about that. To make up for that, I'm going to review that function, and I'm also going to show you one trick if you want to know something more about any function or anything in Python. Okay, so that function is input. I can put it in others, but as a good way of categorizing this should be put together with print. It's the opposite of print. Print out stuff, while input gets in things from input. Okay, so we'll put it's like a twin sister or brother to print. Okay, so input right here, and all this you can put them as a category called input output. Okay, or sometimes we just call it IO. If you hear IO, that's that is an example of an IO function. Okay, so this you can say these are for conversion, these are input output functions, and others like len and the rest. Okay, so basically we have looked at how many functions? 5 functions. Okay, they're not 4 as I said last time. So let's quickly review input. You've already looked at it in the last 2 videos, but it doesn't hurt to just go over again. Okay, just to solidify your understanding. And if you're also joining us at this point, you can quickly catch up. Okay, so I'll just clear off. I don't need to clear, as I said. We can just use reuse. So input is basically a way of you asking the user to give you something, and then you can work on that something. So input always gets things in form of string. Okay, type str. So if I ask even for someone's age and I say input, what is your age? That is what to be asking. This age will be string. It won't be integer anymore. It will be string. Okay, so that's how you can do it, and then you can print that age if you wanted. Okay, just to see that, oh, your age is this. Okay, I see. So you can just say, oh, I see your age is, oh, I see you are these years old. Okay, age years old. Okay, and as I said, the best way or the purest way, because we're talking about function, is to put this in a string called output. Okay, and then print output. That's a good way of just thinking about this print as a function, so that you don't get it confused. So this print is taking in a string which is output, and this output is a string of these characters that we have concatenated, or we have put them together by using plus. So this plus age plus years, and you notice this time we're not doing str age. Okay, because already here we are sure age is a string. Okay, but if you want, you can just put here for the sake of if anyone comes and deletes this or they comment out this, the code doesn't break. Okay, but this str is not needed for this part here. So let's run it and see. Okay, save and let's run. So we should expect a question like, what's your age? I said just don't worry about these errors. I needed to clear them, but if you're also seeing some errors, don't worry about them. So my age is 45, and then you see, oh, I see you are 45 years old. Okay, so that is input. And now let me show you the trick that I promised. Okay, I have to keep my promises. So I said I can show you something. So you can get into the REPL. Remember REPL, REPL. So get into our REPL by just typing Python here under the terminal, and then we get into the same shell as it was with idle or ideally. And now if you want to know more about the input, for example, function, all you need to do is just say print. Okay, you print out this documentation, or we call it documentation, or just a guide or an explanation of how something works. So I just say input, okay, then dot underscore underscore. If you have never seen underscore, is shift that dash after 0, shift dash, okay, then doc dash dash, then you close, okay, like that. So print that doc, and you can see it's telling you that input is read a string from standard input. The trailing new line is stripped, so the rest is just more information. Don't worry about it, but the main thing, this is like the gist of what this function does. It reads a string from the standard input. Standard input basically is what you're typing, or what's called like the terminal, on the terminal. Okay, so that's a trick. If you wanna even know more about print, also you can say input.print itself. Okay, sorry input sorry, I mean print dot dash dash doc dash dash. Okay, you can see that print blah 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 prints the value to a stream, or std out. Okay, so don't worry about this terms like std out and those things. You're going to look at them later on, but right now don't worry about them, but you're already using them. Std out is what, when you print, that's what, whatever we are seeing on the terminal, that's the std out. Okay, now that's all. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next class. Thank you.